Greetings, Earthlings and Fragcommies. My name is Luke, I am Poe, and today we are exploring another wild scent. But first, we have some Fragcomm questions to get to. This one comes from Philip, and he asks, what is the best way to put on cologne? That's a great question, and it's a little bit different from everyone, I feel like. I'll go ahead and show you how I wear perfume, cologne, fragrances, whatever you want to say. You just go two behind the ear, right there on the neck. And generally, that's enough for me. I'll go ahead and try to get that thumbnail that Jeremy made really famous, where he's like eating the fragrance. Acting! Sometimes if it's colder out, I'll do the two on each side, and then I'll do one kind of up front under the chin, and then one on the back. As I mentioned before, we are going to be talking about this guy, Cape Heartache, by Imaginary Authors. These boxes are pretty slick, as the kids are saying these days. But what I'd really like to talk to you guys about is this old growth and mountain fog note. I think Josh Myers blended those notes to perfection. It really does smell like old growth and mountain fog. If you're unaware, that's part of the branding of Imaginary Authors, is they have imaginary notes. When you first spray this one, you get a blast of pine, a fir note. You get also that strawberry and just a slight little bit of vanilla. It is semi-sweet on my skin. When my wife wears it, it's a lot sweeter on her skin than mine. I get more of a dry woods with just a touch of strawberry, and she gets more of the strawberry with just a hint of woods. And I think this is because overall she's just a better person than I am.
I guess that makes her sweet then.
It's just that interesting combination of the dry, sharp pine and the sweet, round strawberry. The marriage between those two is really nice, and you wouldn't necessarily feel that way upon just hearing the notes. What does it smell like? You're in the woods, you're surrounded by pine, you've been hiking for a couple hours now, and you kind of just forget where you are. You're just surrounded and kind of overwhelmed by nature. There's also a strawberry jelly donut in your back pocket, and it's beginning to leak. And so then you pull out the jelly donut, and you said, I guess the heartache is you didn't eat the donut soon enough. Pros. I'd say I get 7-8 hours of longevity. Projection for the first couple hours, and then it's still like not a skin scent. It's still, yeah, you're still picking up wafts of it. Other people can smell you. To me, it is a gentlemanly scent that harkens back to some of those 70s and 80s powerhouses that really had that blast of pine, like polo green, but it's been modernized in that little bit feminine twist with that strawberry note. What I love most about this fragrance is that it transports me. I think this is something that I love with a lot of my fragrances, is it takes me out of my frame of mind and puts me somewhere else. And if I can do that without mushrooms or LSD, yeah, I'll do it. I think that's why a lot of us like scents, right? It takes us to a different place. That's why we watch Netflix and Hulu. And when you reach the end of Netflix and Hulu, you read books. We like to be entertained by escapism. We like to be hooked in by a story. And that ultimately is why this fragrance is one of my favorites in this collection, because it tells a story. Cons. This is a niche perfumery house, and so typically that means you're going to pay a bit more than designer, and that is the case here. I think I paid $90 for 50 ml. Another con is I'm not sure this would be one that I would recommend blind buying, and you should really always be sampling before you buy it. But some people out there like to blind buy. It is one that that strawberry note is unique, and in the twist with the woods and the pine, I find awesome, but I think that could be a polarizing scent. This is all subjective. That's gonna wrap it up for me today, guys. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you like this sort of content. If you're curious when this content might come out next, hit that bell, you'll be notified. Give it the old thumbs up. Don't even do the thumbs down, guys. Don't even think about it. Step away from your device. Could be a laptop, cell phone, I don't know.